This is one terrible feeling. Now I know what is meant by fear. As tightly packed in this small landing craft, the beach is approaching near. Exploding shells creep closer towards us as they scream in from far away. Dirty smoke from burning equipment darkens the light of day. The big naval guns fire further inland and violently shake the air, as this moment arrives for every soldier to open his heart in prayer. A grinding halt, the ramp goes down, then the sergeant starts to shout, "This is it, men. Give 'em hell. Now, move out fast, move out." My legs go into the water, and then I'm up on dry beach. And I must head towards the dunes, for this is my assignment to reach. But how do I get past all the bodies, each lying in a red stain, or get around the many men wandering aimlessly, all screaming out in pain? My instincts tell me to run to the dunes, do it now, do it fast, or, like many of my lifeless friends around, this hour may well be my last. Although my equipment is heavy face, narrowly missing the many missiles that trifle my body and face. At last I've reached the sandy dunes, and others join up alongside of me, and we all look back at what took 2 minutes to cross, yet seemed like eternity. Now in our silence the same question comes forth. Who picks those to die, to survive? Why is it my friend lies dead, and yet I am still alive?
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
D-Day is probably the most famous war in World War II. The most famous battle.
Yeah, that's right.
And they keep making movies about it.
Yeah, they have.
Is there anything that people get wrong about it? Is there anything people get wrong about D-Day?
Well, one of the problems, in fact, I had a boss. He was in the Italian campaign. And that, if you were there, was considered far worse than D-Day.
Was it?
Yeah. There were so many troops came. It was terrible, D-Day. Certain groups called it, the American groups called it. You know? The Brits missed it until they got to the town of Calais, whatever it was, can't remember. And they got held up a while there. But there wasn't a lot of movement, and there was so much equipment. There was thousands and thousands of men. This was the biggie. It was only a couple of hundred yards across to England type of thing. But the Italian campaign was really a bad one, really a bad one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my boss was in it. He was in it. It was just one long slide, and they wasn't making headway at the beginning, but so they landed on the beaches halfway up. I can't think of the name again. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Enid's dad got killed there.
Mm. What was he doing?
A landing, just all landing, a gun in his hand, just charging up the beaches. Yeah.
How old was he?
Well, he was pushing in his 40s, 42 or 43. He was the latter of the reserves being called up. Well, needed more men. You know, and so he was taken up. He went to there. My boss, he was in the American forces. He landed, just couldn't. Loads of the 88 guns, and they couldn't move up there. They were held for a long time, yeah. And finally they did it. But I used to talk with him about the war, and he would say about I said, "You're in D-Day?" No, I was in the Italian. So I said, "Oh, that was about the worst one," and possibly I was the only one who ever told him it was the worst one as against the D-Day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so we become very friendly.
Let's call it there for today. I think we're going to finish up this week.
Fun?
We're going to finish with the poems this week.
I hope so, yeah.
Last one on Friday. We're going to have to double up then. But
That's all right, yeah. I had a friend, I think I told you, possibly my best friend, good friend, and this, that. He didn't want no war, to hell with the war. And he finally, they come and got him, and they taught him how to drive a big truck.
Mm-hmm.
And when Arnhem took place, the idea was they land in Arnhem, and then all this big army of British troops would crush in and take over. But the Germans was very neat in leaving maybe 50 or 60 guys there, and they could hold up an army type of thing until they were behind time. But my friend was driving the truck, and he had to take a pee. He gets out and he peeing up against the wheel, and he got hit by a sniper. Got hit right in the back. Me and my sisters went a couple of times to the cemetery in Holland, and full up with maybe a couple of thousand young men. And that was it. Right.